Alright. Should be back any second now, if not already. Open that. Grab this. 1, 4, 5. That there. Let's grab this and throw that there. For more of that. Might have to reload. All right. Yeah, it was scaling it down. I didn't realize it was doing that. Okay, so let's go there, and there, and there. And I have the bandwidth for it. That's definitely not even close to an issue, and the CPU for it. Devoted, we love this room. I don't love all those. God, I do not love all those clouds. Lookouts. No lookouts, no heralds. That's unusual. Those are the two that affect me shooting them. But, yeah. Good old T5s. Actually, I wonder if those got delivered yet. Let me check. Retribution. Haha! My retributions have arrived. I went and picked up some retributions. I did not do that. At least I dropped you off. I think it was 13 minutes, let's say. Let's see what this is. Stack. Not that, not that. Not that, not that. There we go. 333? Yeah. In 13.5 seconds. There we go. There is a short-range deviant there. Nothing's near it good. Don't want anything to be near it. Hunter, thanks for pointing those out and fixing my stream up a little bit better. I always enjoy doing that. I was on the wrong character and I was able to improve my stream quality. But it's funny because there's a couple different settings. Of course, it's Twitch, right? And I had the right 1440 selected for what the actual was, but it wasn't selected for what it was outputting. It's like, god damn it. 2, 2, and 2. We're gonna kill those knights. Start heading towards this. Yeah, it was like half of it for some reason. I'm not sure why. But it's like, if you're gonna nerf it, that's fine that you nerf it, but stop nerfing my goddamn settings. It's twice I've had to do this now. Not that specific thing, but the first one was that it doesn't automatically select those. And the other is that, what is it? Oh, was that I changed the actual output. It's like, why are there two of those? Okay, that guy's almost very dead. 95 million. You know what I should have sold? I should have sold my blueprints. I am getting up to quite a few useful ones. I have 95 ship, entropic, and Veli's Perun blueprints sitting in my hangar. Over 200 of them. Yeah, but smaller monitors and tablets are going to have that issue with a lot of things anyway, with such a big display that I have. But at the same time, Oh. All three done because it was double kill 25. They can always watch it on something else later if they're looking for that kind of clarity too, though. They can go on the computer and watch it on YouTube. But if they're just looking for like the commentary and the generalness of it, then yeah, they could totally just do it on tablet or whatnot. Lucid, Scylla's, couple null charge, one sentinel. I'm actually just going to mark the null charge. You're going to shoot the sentinel. You guys are going to shoot one of the null charge each. I'm going to mark the watchman. You can kill the upholder. You guys can kill one of these each. God damn you, short. Oh, there's a short and medium. Is this the medium? Yes, it is. Thank you. Short, we're flying away from. That's perfect. Regroup. Alright, didn't even feel those newts at all. Killing the Watchman next, and then we're going to go into all the Entanglers and that after. The reason being, the Lucids are the one that do damage, so if you kill them, you can pretty well go wherever you want and not have to worry about it, with the exception of in range of that short deviant, which will kill your missiles. And honestly, 3 Watchmen is not terrifying, so... Yeah, no, absolutely. Devil's Advocate, I think, is the regular kind of term. I have a cheap EFFA. Believe that's the one? Yes, it is. And that's because of CPU concerns. And there are ways I could get it up to a T2 instead, but... I'm doing it this way because I'm cheap and lazy. So my fit is not the be-all, end-all of fits. If you're going up to Tier 6, or even if you're doing Tier 5, and you're like, hey, I think this would work better. Small shield, small remote ancillary shield booster. Or small remote booster, either or. I'm going to throw that in the uppers so that if I hit that angel room, that I have that extra tank, and I'll be okay. And you can absolutely do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't shoot your own guys, just saying. But you can do that, and if it works for you, it works for you. My way is not the only way. My way works for me, and we just know it works damn well because I'm sitting with 15 billion in my wallet that wasn't there a week ago. And that's not even with heavily playing the game. Which is the crazy part. Imagine if I did, like I said, if I did 2 16-hour weekend days, what the hell would that look like for me? Besides me looking like a goddamn wreck Monday morning, but... Alright, let's open that. 140 and a Velis, nice. Yeah, but it's like 6-hour days. I'm a gamer. What's 6 hours in a day for gaming? And these are like full days off. Like, yeah. That's barely a half a satisfactory session. Which I want to play. Short range deviant, not near them. Perfect. Approach this, shoot this, double click, do that. 1, 2, shoot, 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 shoot. That thing, approach that, shoot. 3, 4. Perfect. I overshot that. open that for 103 and a Peroon. Stack these. Oh, Skinner stuff. That and that for 337 million. And we're still working on time. Is this the last room? Jesus. That was quick. Yeah, so I'm currently on vacation, and I want to bring my streaming up with bringing my streaming up and give you guys some contents. So that's why I've been doing 2 streams a day for the current moment. That'll stop when I go back to work. Or will it? Maybe I'll get up at 4 a.m. and do them 4 to 7. I could do that. That's a possibility. Man, I'm going to have to go to bed early if I'm getting up at 4 a.m. And also, I should be getting up at 4 a.m. and going for a goddamn run because I need to go running. Boo. Do you know what's fun about running? There's nothing fun about running. All right. Yeah, so I needed to use up some vacation time, so we went on our cruise, and then I came back, and I always have a couple days before and a couple days after if I'm traveling, because I'm not the kind of person who at all ever wants to end up being late or have some stupid excuse. And I also want a couple extra stream days. Well, that is part of it, but I want a couple extra rest days before I go back, like after traveling, so... Which I needed this time, because goddamn, didn't I get sick? I know, right, Kaldari? How you doing, buddy? Saw your judging this morning, I approve. Oh, it's even worse. I plan on running in the exact same spot. Hey, Philip. So I just uploaded 2 VODs to YouTube. They're not public yet, but I had an 8 Cinnable angel room yesterday, and I survived it. And I survived it way too easily for an 8 Cinnable angel room. But I yeeted them out into the abyss, and they died. It was fantastic. It was everything I dreamed of. And I had a 4 Elite Cinnable room that I did not have that in, but I also beat that one. So they have been going fairly well so far. Like, why is this taking so long? Because they're deep watchers, Loki. That's what they do. And Hunter helped me fix up my stream a tiny bit, and I appreciate that. And it should be fantastic. I mean, maybe not so great for people with a little bit less bandwidth, but... well, actually, you can control the bandwidth on your end anyway. That doesn't matter. Never mind. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. First 2 rooms went nice and quick. All right. The Lucid Deep Washer, the one that does the least amount of damage in the Abyss. Although, somebody mentioned it the other day, it's always fun to just watch its torpedoes just go in circles and not hit you. Like, it's a storm of torpedoes! Tornado. Alright, let's go to the origin conduit. That guy's gonna blow up. and activate. And that is 14 minutes. No, yes, 14 minutes, 10 seconds. Going to the third. Let's approach here. Approach there. Approach there. Drop off my stuff. Stuff. And stack that. 3, 4, 5. Throw that over there. 330. No, I already knew that. We're good. And Cataclysmic Turks. Now, I know there's really probably not something as too much ISK, but pushing it already. I've made 15 bill in days. I went and sold stuff. I got 15 bill out of it. I kept all of my extra filaments. So now I have like 20 of each Cataclysmic filament on top of it. Yeah. I use boosters on all three. I use hard shell, blue, and synth crash on this. One sec here. On this guy, and my tanks, they just switch up the hard shell for pyro. And I do that in T5 as well. Like I use the same booster setup. That is a lot of plate forgers. Let's kill those snare casters, though. No problem, buddy. Yeah, we can do that. So much for going that way. Surprised those guys aren't taking damage from that tower. Oh, they're just starting to, okay. Well, I'm going to kill them first anyway, so. She knows. Probably did not need to shoot you. Actually, you're going to stop, you're going to shoot that guy. This guy could do that. There we go. Alright, Endobithic. I've been doing a lot of walking lately, and that's been really good. But I do want to up it to running as well. Ooh, I got too close. It shouldn't make a difference. But I like to stay 15 away from him, but I don't like to orbit. But if he's the only one up, getting caught really isn't a big issue. You will fly out of range again. So, back before I had Freya, Belle and I went and we had started doing like 5K runs at Planet Fitness. We got a gym membership. We went like every day, every other day. She definitely got the enjoyment. Actually, I wonder if there is one fairly close to me. Maps. Should be, there's definitely some here, but it's how long it takes me to drive. If it's more than 12 minutes, I'm not going to bother. Okay, so nope, that's not Planet Fitness. This one is. Directions. My location. Slow down there right now. Home. You guys are still shooting and we're good. So actually it's about 12 minutes. Planet Fitness is reasonably cheap. It's like $25 for their more expensive membership. And at 25 a month with 40 feet once a year, that's $320 for a year. Most places are going to charge me 800 to 1,000 or 600 or something like that. That still gets me use of like bringing a friend and what's the other thing? Like hydro massage things that they have. Sleep? What's that? I did sleep. I woke up a little earlier than I meant to. I'm like, I'm gonna sleep in 6 o'clock, half hour earlier than I normally get up, and I'm like, I'm out of bed. Okay, it doesn't look like blue clouds are right on that. So let's sneak over here. Stop you. Oh, you're not within that yet, though. Fine, just reload. We'll do that with you instead. Later. Have a good one, buddy. Okay, everyone's reloading. Can slow down for a sec, but not for too long. 238. That's a nice one. I got 3 of these. 40, 72, and 20. Okay, everyone's shooting again. We are at the... Oh, 5.5? That's actually not too bad. Thought we were going to be worse for time. Although minute 10, and he's... Hull is the quicker one to go through, but it does still take some time. They were kind of mean and gave this guy really good resists for his hull. And that's why it's kind of good that he's here, though, because otherwise Stormbringers would just never die in electricals ever. Which is harder for them to die now with some of the changes. Being improved Warton stuff. Mind you, that's like the only place they're really used, so can't complain too much. Here's this really cool ship that we don't use anywhere. Sparklance, that's quite a few Sparklance. Okay, let's fly away, regroup. Shoot Sparklance, and a Sparklance, and a Sparklance, and Sparklance. Might be shooting a couple Sparklance. Okay, I did regroup. Good job, me. Oh, do they? I guess it's another ship that doesn't have an ADC on it, right? Jack Red, how you doing, buddy? Okay, I'm webbed. There's still quite a few Sparklance alive. However, they've switched up some targets here, and they're still dying pretty quick. So we should be fine. There's a lot of Sparklance in this room. Spotlighters, snarecasters, some more Sparklance. Open that. Nobody's really taking any damage, so we're fine. Shoot that guy. They're on the... Oh. Son of a bitch. One moment, please. 129 million. let's go orbit that. Let me take a quick peek over here. Yep, that's what the problem is. Here, watch this. Boop. I'm like, but my watch list is up underneath my picture. Goddamn filthy casuals. Alright, shoot that guy and that guy. It's like, your resolution is low. You don't have your watch list up. You're on the wrong character. Ugh. Okay, so grab that. No, that was my fault. Thanks for noticing, because I am glad I fixed it. You're not dying. I have a feeling I'm making fleets of squalls to take out later. Your green screen isn't green screening. Yeah, I know. That is because I still have not gone and dug up my lights that I'm supposed to dig up, because I am a filthy casual. But anyway. That one's dead. Oh, there's still one more. Okay. Shoot that one, and we're good. Filthy casual. I mean, that would be pretty interesting. Like, these guys have... When I survive this long, the buckets of ISK become way too big. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy my very, 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 very large buckets of ISK. But it is terrifying at how much I make sometimes. There we go, shoot that guy. Target some more dudes. Only 2 of those. I will mark them though, just so that it's easier to see to avoid targeting them at first and then target them later. I do just about every single hour. I have given away so much in this stream, it is ridiculous. Although I think I'm going to build up some new things. It's probably going to be some T4 Firestorm Retributions first. Triple Retributions. That are in all of 300 million ISK for the fleet. Because I just bought them. But I do have Nurgles, and I am very quickly running out of my Cat of Darks, so I might have to. You know I'm not running out of, for a very long time yet? Chaotic Firestorms. Where am I that those guys are so damn far away? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, me too. Or I should make them. Yeah, I want to keep shooting you. 2. You got those targeted. 1, 2. Target that guy. 1. Okay, how far away are those? 30? I'm fine at 30 away then. Open that. 1. Oh, Jesus, this is a good run too. Let's orbit that. 198. Shoot that guy. Shoot that guy. What the hell did I get? Was it filaments? Must have been filaments. 564 million. And that's going to be under 15. Alright, that guy's being neuted, and is he going to get hit by the knight or no? Yeah, probably not. Just neuted. Hunter, Hunter, Hunter. I'm not even sure which one they're shooting. Is it all the same? No, it's not. That's a short-range deviant not too far away. There's a 15-minute mark, so we're going to say 15 minutes, 15 seconds by the time that's said and done. Because they just need that last volley. And 20 seconds. Alright, let's go drop this stuff off. Fleet hangar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop off 564 million. Grab another 90 million worth of these things. And get ready to go in again. Woo! So, I mean, realistically, I want to go until these clones die and then switch it up to something else. Which is obviously extremely unpredictable, whether it'll be today or 3 months from now. Ooh, nice. Those guys. Medium deviants, that's fine. That's quite a few entanglers, but I'm not stuck in a cloud, so we should be okay. There are no newts in here. So it actually doesn't really matter which ones I shoot first. I'm going to shoot the entanglers first on this guy, the confusers first on this guy, and I'm just going to kill the Scylla's on that guy just because I want them out of the way. And then he's going to work on Illuminators. The Spearfishers I usually leave for last. There is a lot of fealties in here. There's some, and it's neat seeing which compositions have issues with which things. The Gila, this is a bad room for Gilas, because they just have a lot of EHP, and having to fly your drones around to each one kind of makes you lose a little bit, so it takes quite a long time. That definitely has some impact on when you lose a clone. That's true. I mean, I could be like Torvald and not bring in a shield booster. That would probably have an impact as well. I mean, the thing that I have done, and it's been on more than one occasion, is gone into the wrong filament. He was doing some YouTube. Has he been doing that lately? He kind of quit Twitch, and then he came back for like a day or two, and then I think he went back to his other thing. Torvald was... Torvald... 8 months ago, so apparently not for a bit. Ah! Yeah, that's actually how I lost them. I'm at least, well, I mean, when it was tier 5s, I actually survived a fair number of those, and probably shouldn't have. But yeah. $8 months ago, year ago, yeah, he hasn't been on a bit. Okay, let's approach that. We've got enough things dead here that I'm not super worried about it. I think it was minus 70 when I died last time. And the problem with Nurgles is it's like, oh, look, I've got literally no range. Even with my normally 24-kilometer range, I now have 10. And that's not enough for some things. It's really not. Okay, 126. I mean, if you take Nurgles, and the issue, I guarantee you, is not going to be the damage you take. Because they're more than equipped for that. Especially doing firestorms, right? The issue is you have to output enough DPS to kill things. Your drones, even though they're also shitty, become very, very important. I mean, whatever works for you is worth doing, right? My fit isn't the only way of doing things. If you have another fit that works for you and you do it, then that's fine. What tier is he doing? This is super, super easy for me to do. And in the grand scheme of things, there's things in here that I've done this week that I don't think that one would have survived anywhere near as well as what this did. Granted, this costs like 1.5 billion, but it's also made 15 billion, right? Ooh. Thankfully, there is a single devoted knight. So if there's no devoted knights, these guys have a habit of like just charging your face and murdering you. If there is devoted knights, they don't necessarily do that. Oh goddamn! If there are lookouts, I need to kill lookouts. Mistakes were made. Unlock, unlock. Lookouts. Lookouts. There we go. That guy's almost dead. Regroup, that's also a mistake. Not too late by any stretch of the imagination. Well, there's one night too, so it's not actually a huge issue. Alright, come on, get some lookouts dead before I start losing targets. Thank you. Alright, last lookout, perfect. And then heralds. Okay, we've got a target switch. Where are you in relation to that? You're far enough away. Alright, cool. I might have to watch that, though. No, you seem fine. Don't worry, I'll start on some other ones that are far more busy than this one, and I'll die a little bit more often, not be so relaxed. Exploration. I mean, exploration is exploration. It's really not that bad. What kind of exploration are you trying to do? Because there are multiple kinds. You're trying to do combat, you're trying to do high sec, you're trying to do null sec, you're trying to do relic, you're trying to do data. Exploration is actually a fairly wide category. Let's approach that. Shoot that. Shoot that. I don't particularly have any resources, but I mean, might be able to point you in a direction or two. We'll see. Without combat. Alright, so, I mean, all of them, because this is Eve, potentially involve combat, but generally, we're probably talking about data relic, and you've got two options. Now, obviously, I highly recommend using an extremely inexpensive ship, to the tune of like 2 million ISK, and then you have two options from there, 119 million. You can either explore wormholes, which again, while you're not specifically going to be a combat ship, that doesn't mean that you don't get the EVE PvP combat experience of one-sided PvP. Because that's definitely always a thing. That's why you're flying a really cheap ship. And you can either go to Null, or you can go, well, Null worms, Nullsec, wormholes, or Lowsec. There we go. Lowsec's generally not worth as much. Nullsec you can yeet out using filaments, go get some stuff, fly back. You may die on the way back, you may not die on the way back, and there's actually no, I'm lying. Sorry, that's not what you do. You don't fly back, you use multiple filaments to get back. So there's filaments that will take you to Potvin from anywhere in K-Space, and then you can use them to come back and hit Lowsec so you can avoid gate camps and shit like that. I was not paying attention to that. We've got 2 minutes left on that. This is an easy room. Deviants are not going to help us. Lots of blue clouds. And of course, wormholes. If you've done wormholes before, then they have some nice stuff in them. And even though it's easy to die in wormholes, it's usually easy to get back with stuff as well. So. And you can do Lowsec, but Lowsec doesn't pay as well. It's probably not really worth doing. Alright, starting to take some damage. Do I need to overheat? Do I need to hit my ADC? What's going on here, guys? Still killing a bunch of these, so the DPS is going down. I don't think I have to hit anything. It's keeping me in flux, though. Like, are you going down or up? Are you going up or are you going down now? What's going on? Come on. Okay, blast, ember, 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 ember. I think I'm fine. Strike. There's about 7 DPS left, and they're quickly going down. Alright, we're alright. I know, right? Goddamn rats. Not making this anywhere near as interesting as I had hoped. I wasn't even under 50% shield. And I didn't even have to hit my ADC. Oh, speak loud. I'm going towards the center, so it's really not a concern. You know when speed clouds are concerned? When you're near the edge of the abyss. Okay, let's approach that, shoot that guy, grab this stuff. Also, if you do wormhole exploration, make sure you stay away from like the wormhole sites because those are guarded. You want to find the pirate sites like Sancha or Angel or shit like that and get stuff from those. And I stopped shooting on him and I wasn't supposed to. That, and that for 353 million. Nope, not 3,000. There we go. In however long this ends up taking. This one was also pretty quick. Approach that, and grab those things, and that, and that. Like, this one went over a little bit, but I was also screwing with my settings for a couple minutes, so we'll say it's an hour. Usually I put like 5 minutes plus. It doesn't really... you know what? I'm going to stop doing that. It's an hour. It's plus or minus a little bit. You have some stuff in between. Why am I being so particular about that? It's an hour. This is my hour loop. 14 minutes on that. First hour. These guys can dock up. Well, let's go open fleet hangar. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drag this stuff over. Stack this stuff. 1588 mil. Okay, we're going to dock up over here. Again, I won't be on tonight either because I am playing board games tonight. But we'll be back on tomorrow. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm doing morning tomorrow, though. But if that is actually a possibility, I might. We'll see what happens. I'm not at all done. I'm just yammering on like streamers do. Let's go giveaways. Create giveaway. Hashtag hourly 50 million ISK. Here you go. Announce that it's open. Throw a 5-minute timer on, and I will be back after a quick washroom break. You're docking up. Good job. Be right back. return it. Hashtag hourly, you are almost out of time to enter. Now let me make sure that green screen is doing green screen stuff. Hey, that's actually not terrible. Alright, cool. Okay, let's get these guys sorted because there is still a couple minutes left on that. By a couple minutes, I mean a minute. Drag this stuff down here. Fleet, tank, fit. You stack this stuff. Going to need some more Cat of Darks. I am very quickly burning through my Cat of Darks. To probably no surprise. Well, that'll happen. Throw that in there. DPS. Fit. Stack that. Item hanger. Cata. There we go. No, not all of them. 3, and let's grab 30 of these. Over to this character. You guys are allowed to sleep. It's okay. Throw that in fleet hanger. Stack that. Now we've got enough for a few more runs. Over to this character. Also, let's double check this. Repair. Good. I don't think I overheated at all really last one. But always check anyway. And this guy, move this stuff over here. DPS fit. Okay. Should be good there. Let's undock these guys. Throw those on and warp fleet. Open that. Okay, those are good there. This is done. Let's close the draw. Announce is closed. Draw the winner. Announce the winner. And DB is me. Congratulations, you have won this one. Let's go IGS paste. And let's go copy and archive and over to you and paste that. Autolink character. The nice thing about this bot is you know that there's always a character because it checks that there's a character. It's a very well done bot. And minimize that. Okay, you approach. Nope. Approach there. Approach there. Okay. Nope. God damn it. Consume. 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 Close. Close. Cat of Darks. That. Alright, let's see what we got. You're good. Turret optimal. Oh no. And Cap. Aw, damn Cap. I mean, Cap's fine, but it's annoying. You especially hate red clouds when you have Cap. That's another thing. I could throw a couple Cap things on this. Rodivas forgot to bring DPS. Alright. Just gonna fly this way a little bit. Snarecaster. We're just gonna go and 1, 2, 3, 4 these guys. Which is not normally how I kill them, but it's how we're gonna kill them this time. Two, and 2. Last Tesla. One and 1. going to go grab the loot, then we're going to just sit around the transfer. I've heard of it. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it in action, but until then, it's another thing that CCP has said they're going to come out with, and their record's not great. So I'm not going to get any kinds of hopes up that they have a new game coming out that's going to be of any use until it's actually out. Actually, is Echoes still a thing? Like, do people play Echoes? Kind of curious. People still play Eve Echoes. That's a year ago. Here we go. MMO stats. Estimated daily players 1.5 thousand. Sorry, 1,500 players. So, I'm not sure that Eve Echoes counts as a thing anymore. It has not been over 10,000 players in at least a year. And mostly under 5. I mean, I'm actually there's no single player version of Valkyrie, is there? Because, I mean, I was tempted to try that out. Hey, Tenchi, how's it going? I have VR, so. That's definitely not set up yet, and I need to find pieces for it. Oh, that's what those are. You guys are my VR ones. Okay. That makes sense. Don't ask. Yeah, I know Valkyrie's dead. I was just kind of sad that it was. I want Eve to make a single player game that, like, they're very dedicated to MMOs. I would love a single player game in the universe. And there's almost any kind of single player RPG or single player game that they could make for it. They're mostly RPGs, but not all RPGs. Tangling. There is a short range deviant. We're getting further away, so we don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4 on starving. Tangling is dead. 1, 1, and 1. Oh, look, that all turned out perfect. Alright, cool. Wasn't actually expecting that. Oh, we have empty space over this way. Let's go that way. Again, this guy has negative cap, so he will run out if he gets neuted faster than anyone else. 1, 2, 3. So I hate the heavy Damavik rooms. The heavy Vedmak rooms are fine for me. And minus 50, so I can take a little bit of damage in here. Okay, so we just got hit by the nude. But that means that he's not going to get another nude off for a little bit. Because the cruisers, they take a little bit longer in between to get their nudes. So now we have full shield, and we got back a little bit of cap. And he nuded and missed, so we are good. He'll be dead for the next one. We're going to approach this. We're going to see how close it is to this thing. Not too bad. No ghosting, so I should be able to hit that in a volley. We're going to let Cap come back a little bit. I can turn the hardener on that. Because we're not getting hit. And we're... Okay, this is actually a decent distance away from the short range. So let's orbit this at 7,500. Crap, what did I just get? 109? $242, 103. There's so many options. Like, you could have the Minmatar ammo. You could have any of the wars between any of the factions. You can have a random generated map, mission based. You can have all kinds of things. You can have it from. You could have it as big as, like, every faction that's in the game, or you can have it as small as from the perspective of, like, Ammar or Minmatar. Like, you're part of the Minmatar rebellion, and you are trying to free Minmatar slaves, and you go on missions as such to stop the oppression of the Ammar Empire. Like, lots of stuff you can do. Striking, or you can have it like you get to pick which faction you're going to play for. A very large universe of possibilities. You could have it like on a planet even, like, and limited that way, or you can have it a universe or a space station or whichever. You could be a monkey managing a space station. It's like, we just lost 3,000 people because you let oxygen lapse. How do you feel about that? I'm a capsuleer, I don't care. Well, goddamn it. They delete your clone info and shoot you out the airlock. Okay, that guy, and that guy. Okay, so he's going to be reloading. We're getting... we're doing really good. We're not even 10 minutes through, and not even... Well, we have 11 minutes left. And we're going to have a reload, but other than that, we'll be fine. Usually we're just going to reload now. This guy doesn't like being in the red cloud still, though. Transfer, we're just going to approach it. Make sure we're far enough away from that short-range deviant. It looks like we should be fine. And you know what, if they made, like... So the first thing is, they have to go simple, okay? We don't need a Baldur's Gate level complexity for them to come out with one. Oh, PC hand controllers? Oh. So actually, I have a fairly good response for you for this one based on your response there. Get a PS5 Pro controller. Video game controllers work on PC. Or Xbox Elite, whichever one you want. Depending on what you're actually, what are you using it for? Should be my first question. Because if you're like Xbox Game Pass, well, yeah, get an Xbox One. If you're like PlayStation stuff online, which is much shittier compared to Game Pass, then that, yeah. Oh yeah, no, they've worked on it since PS4. You can hook it up Bluetooth and it goes. Street Fighter? You're good for either of those then. So if you have a PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series, or any of the last two gens of video game controllers around, You can usually hook them up USB with how you normally charge them. So USB-C or whatever the last one was. I think they might all be USB-C actually. Or you can hook it up Bluetooth. I most certainly am multi-boxing. I am sorry if I make this look easy. I've done a lot of it. 93 million. $334 million for however long that took me. Not long. No, so the Tank Hawk has an ADC where the DPS ones don't. And I think everything else is, everything else is the same. But the tank also uses hard shell where the DPS use pyro. And the time on that is 13 minutes. They sure do. However, the way it works is the tank is the one who has to tank everything. If you've done angel rooms, you'll fully understand why you need a tank. So they do switch targets, but the ones they switch targets to never have to tank the full force of the room. They only have to tank part of it. So that means that this guy takes the full brunt of everything. Yeah, not a problem. If you have a Walmart, go to Walmart because you can always return shit to Walmart if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work the way you like it to. But I definitely used Xbox. Windows, Microsoft, Xbox, they work very well. Belle, my wife, uses the Xbox Elite on hers. Alright, we have a tower. And that's going to be problematic, just in that I'm not going to want to bother shooting any of the frigates. Not any of them. Probably should turn that stuff on, though. 30-kilometer range. So we have to get fairly close. There we go. And we're fine. Okay, that's fine. Although, actually, I think I'm going to shoot these guys a little bit. Just you, though. Oh, they have split off a bit. We're fine now. Once that one's dead, then I'll go back on Endo. Okay, you're back to 47. What's yours, though? 32, 40. Alright, yeah, we're fine here. So, if you don't have to spend time shooting the frigates, that's time that you can use shooting Endobenthic instead. So, even though I dislike having the range guys stay up, they die quicker than most of the other ones. So letting the tower do them is saving me like 2-3 missiles apiece. Yeah, so I changed direction with the tank first, and they all go after the tank, and then they'll split off from there. But for the most, and some of them don't really change. If you look at the Tessera room, the drone battlecruisers, all of them stay on the first person that moves, except one will switch off. But if you only have to deal with one switching off, it's really not that bad. Okay, that's up there. This guy's over there. It is tempting to... Yeah, let's go do that. Let's see about grabbing that. Yeah, why was your overview doing that? That was kind of weird. It showed a bunch of dead frigates for way too long. We're talking like a minute here. Okay, so do that. Watch you guys for webs. One of you might be getting webbed. Nope. Shoot that guy. Back to shooting this guy. And when you do get a room like this, Enobentha can be up to 7 minutes, which is kind of scary sometimes. Usually I can get them in 6, but this is going to do it a bit quicker. It's a medium tower. Medium towers don't pop missiles. Short towers pop missiles. 166. Don't listen to what it says. Like, I know it says it pops missiles, but it does not. This is the short missiles. This is the medium. Also missiles, but doesn't actually do it. And you've only been here for like 5 minutes. Alright. Yeah, so you absolutely have to stay away from this thing. This thing you don't care. This thing you can use to your advantage all day, every day. If you have a full frigate room, and you have a medium in range of a short, if you're doing tier 6, you should know to be careful anyway. But you can definitely use both of them to just erase frigates. And it's fantastic. Okay, so most of my guys are starting to reload. We are a little past the 4-minute mark. But he is getting real close to dead. This guy shot a few things, so he's a little bit behind. Well, also he doesn't have the 2 ballistics, so... this guy should be dead by the time we get to the gate. Also, if you have any questions, you're always welcome to ask it in my Discord. That's the easiest place to get a hold of me every single time. I check it fairly often for other things. I pay attention to the chat in it fairly often. Like, I'll get back to you probably within a day or so, unless I'm like way out there. Okay, so that was a little over 5 minutes, which for that guy was really good. Charybdis with those. Medium deviants, we don't care. Short deviant is over there. We're not going that way, so we're fine. Let's regroup these guys. Null charge and entanglers. Null charge and entanglers. After we kill those, we go to Charybdis. So these 5 die, kill Charybdis because everything else is a null warp. I use 3 monitors. Hey, Rogue Planet, not too bad. I went and sold my stuff, so I'm up to 15 bill liquidish now. I did not even sell all of it. I kept my filaments. And that's in 4 days of farming, so... So you know what? I don't do this all the time, but I do this some of the time. If there isn't a whole lot of any real threat around Charybdis, I am willing to go and orbit Charybdis at 7,500. Obviously, you just have to keep an eye out on it, but usually it's not a problem. And even if you're near the edge, 7,500 isn't enough you're going to take any real damage. You can pop out for a minute. Charybdis tends to fly away from you. You go back into the space, and you're fine. You need to be shooting Charybdis, though. Now, the reason you kill Charybdis before the null warps is the null warps aren't really doing any damage to you. They're not a threat. And you can kill them on the way to grab the cash so that you don't have to worry about time. You're not wasting time. We do have to watch that. If we get with anywhere close to 20, we're flying the hell away. Where is that? Perfect. Okay, it looks like we're fine on that short-range deviant. Charybdis is also a shield tank, so once Charybdis runs out of shield, Charybdis dies really fast. Gamma's Charybdis is not a fun target. I'm aware I make this look easy. I'm sorry, not sorry for it. Let me do that. Shoot that guy. Approach this thing. Alright, we had a few questions here. Lots of people would, don't you worry. What do you mean dealing with drones orbiting at a short range? I'm running light missiles. These are Hawks. So that it doesn't matter. They're light missiles. They have really good application and they destroy them. 115. We're gonna stay here for a minute. If you're talking cruisers with heavy assault missiles, you're gonna need webs for that. So what you can do for those, if your missiles are being destroyed, so there's a couple options for that. Depending on which Leshiks you get, they're going to come after you so they can shoot you because they have their range is affected, so they tend to fly in. Leshiks, I usually tend to orbit them at a really close range. If you turn off your AB and you go 2,500 around them, they're still going to get hit by missiles, probably up to about 5. But other than that, it's not too bad. Anything else? So Deep Watchers, same thing. You go real close. Charybdis, you can pull Charybdis away from those while you're killing the Scyllas. Benthic, same thing. You can kill the frigates and pull Benthic away. In Darks, most things chase you. Where every other filament, you have to chase other things. The exception being Deep Watchers won't chase you, and Leshiks, because of the remote reps, sometimes they won't, but you can orbit really close. So for this, ooh, look at this. Okay, so we got a short-range deviant here. You jinxed me, you son of a bitch. No, it's okay. Let's do that. You guys are going to start shooting these Lucids. You're going to start shooting those guys. You're going to go grab loot. We're going to mark these 1, 2, and 3, and we'll see how missiles work on these. Open that. 154. Orbit 1,000. Easy room if my missiles aren't getting destroyed. Firewatcher. Okay, so that's 23 away, but all you would end up doing is you would orbit this guy at 1,000. As long as you're moving, you're fine. And you shoot him. That's it. It wouldn't matter. So the other thing you can do if you are still having trouble hitting him with that, because you're actually a little further away, you can turn off your AB, and then you'll orbit him slower. You still won't get hit, and he'll take damage. but it's just a matter of watching that short range. But you're fine. It's not a huge deal. It's just a learning thing, and once you figure it out, then it's pretty easy. 435 mil in however long that takes. Let's see. I'm not sure what you mean by all 5 characters, Capra. You only need 3 for these. The minimum skills per account. So, if obviously tier 6, max everything. Like, you should have this done up quite max. Tier 5, you want to be close. You want most things to be level 5. Tier 4, you can get away with more level 4 skills. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's just what level you do it at. You can tier 4 makes a lot of ISK for this still for newer players. So if you are missing, oh, and I just flew straight towards the DV. Good job, me. Swear you for not paying attention. If you are missing skills, then you should be able to run tier 4, tier 5, and still be able to make a bunch of ISK to get those skills. Absolutely, those are very important. Let me go into them. I'm going to add some skills while I'm here, actually. So, you absolutely need that for Damavix. If you're missing some of that, then you will feel some DPS not being there. And you said target nav, right? Yeah, so again, same thing. That's something that you'll feel if you don't have that on there. Now, what do I want to train? Let's go you and you. I don't know if I'll be using torps, but let's throw it on there. Sometimes I do like bombs, and probably don't need auto-targeting too, but that's alright. And that'll last me a little bit. Orbit 1000. There we go. I'm going to have to reload because I made a mistake. Okay, how many days you got left? 86, so you're fine for now. 171, you'll be alright for a little bit. And 54, nothing on that one. Let's go over to drones. Drones are always useful. And that should do that. Okay, you're going to be reloading in a sec. You've reloaded. We're good there. I mean, I'm not currently planning something evil, but there are definitely some things I thoroughly enjoy about bombs. And stealth bombers in general. So, weird little thing for you today. Stealth bomber, I believe, from what I know, is the only ship that does not suffer a targeting delay after uncloaking. So, obviously it'll be based on your targeting speed, but you uncloak and you can immediately start targeting something to lock them down. It's really good for catching people who are running like Astros and stuff for farming relic data sites, because some of them don't actually put tanks on. And the other thing is if you are, say, in an Astro and you see a Tengu or a Loki uncloak, well, you know what? You can screw off before they can do anything if you're paying attention. If they do it with a stealth bomber, you have a lot less time. $3.45. God damn it, I wasn't paying attention to time. That one was a little longer. I'm going to say 16.5 minutes. Might have been 17, but it's alright. Cat of Darks. activate for fleet. Yes, but you can also use you can use 2 accounts, the stealth bomber, and throw as much tank as you can to keep it alive, and then a Loki to snipe the Astro afterwards. Okay, these are Vilas. We're not too concerned. They're over there. I am fine with going this way to start. Did not reload, but it should not matter for this room so much. And I should have done that. We'll do that now. Let's mark these guys up so that these guys can start shooting. Unlock that, because I can leave those for you, and you can kill those. There we go. And once I get some of the Harrowing Vilas down, I can go get the cash, and I can kind of sit in that blue cloud and kill the rest of the Damavix. Actually, you know what? That sounds like fun. Let's do that. Switch you guys. Move you over there. You're good there. Off we go down this way. Oh, really? Why a devoter? That seems like a weird one to pick. But yeah, like you do you can, if you're just sitting in the site, you can totally throw anything cloaky in there. And you don't care about the targeting delay if you have something to tackle. So typically, even with the blue clouds, I'm not concerned about the DPS in here. But blue clouds are definitely something that you should be wary of. They can help you as much as they can be a pain in the ass too, though. Okay, we've only got 2 Vilas left, so we're going to switch over to... No, we're still killing them. We're just going to go towards the loot now. Black Ops still suffer a targeting delay, don't they? So if we look at, God damn it, I can't think of the name of any stealth bombers right now. Why is that dude so far away? Why is that dude so far away? Oh, you're tangled. 97 million. Okay, let's get rid of that for a minute. Frigates, Advanced, Covert, Amar, Purifier. Okay, we're now all on these little dudes. And we're just going to sit right here. So, where is it? No targeting delay after cloaking device deactivation. Oh, they don't anymore, eh? Nope, no targeting delay. You're not wrong. I mean, if you can get your Sebos up fast enough, then that could do it too. But you know what? Like, a Vedmak would actually be a really good way to do that, because you can throw reps onto your stealth bomber, like make an armor tank stealth bomber, and just have that just wreck things. Like, stealth bomber snags it, Vedmak comes in, saves the stealth bomber, kills the other thing. I mean, if you're pulling shenanigans like that, you're already looking for trouble. The only thing more fun than a trap is a counter trap. Alright, we're pretty good on reload, so I'm not going to bother reloading, and we're going to go to the next room. 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Alright, I hate all the starving. I love all the Leshiks. See what this looks like. That's fine. Let's orbit this at 15. Regroup. 1, 2... We just want to start shooting volleys as quickly as possible. So this one would be annoying if that short range were closer. But I would still just go in and orbit them at 1,000 and kill them anyway. See if I can get these guys targeted up quick enough. Oh shit, that was still up. Shoot that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and turn that back on. Before I get neutered again. Okay, news have not switched yet. It'll be renewing, and then the striking after that. Last starving. And honestly, the stuff that I need up is still up. Like, oh, I think he's switching, maybe? Is he going to switch fast enough to nuke something? That would be a no. Okay, renewing. I mean, all you need is somebody to go, oh, this happened. And they went, oh really? I wouldn't mind catching a Black Ops. Alright, last one of those is dying. These are all different names. Spark. Oh, that's Fogcaster, Spark Needle, and Strike Needle. And you're going to stop shooting for a second to grab this. And that made us have tons of time here. Open that. Shoot that. Grab 181 million. Nice. I said grab 181 million. There we go, and approach transfer conduit. Everybody's reloading, 181 mil. And come on, get over there. You're so close. There we go. Into the gate we go. Alright, to vote. Ooh. Most of the last ones have been really, really small on those, but this one's got all of those guys. We got lookouts. We got, oh my god, do we ever have lookouts? And a couple heralds. So I just marked the knights up so I'm aware of where the knights are. And if I'm targeting them, because they do take longer to do and I like to focus them down, but I need the lookouts dead first because they stop me from being able to shoot things with missiles. Yep, still on him. See, like that. Can't target him. 31 kilometers. Second thing that needs to die are those heralds. Hark The devoted heralds die, shoot them in the face, and steal their loot. We'll go, and then after that, it doesn't matter a whole lot. And you really only need to stay about 20 kilometers away from these guys, but obviously, if you're further, you've got a 47-kilometer range. That's probably the better way to go. I usually leave a couple frigates up for last, but I'm just going to wipe them out right quick. Uh, 70 or, yeah. Fisher. Come on, Torch. You can do it. Torchbearer. Unlock that guy. 2, 3, 4. Torchbearer. Fly this way. No, we don't need to be flying out of the abyss right now. 4, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not quite yet, but we're going to go this way a little bit more till we're a bit further past them. And then we're going to approach this biocache. I'm aware that I make this look too easy and that I make way too much ESC of both those things. I'll do some harder ones later. Probably not today, though. Target that guy. So if they're 30 kilometers away, I definitely don't mind slowing down to blow up this. If they start getting about 40 kilometers away, like this guy here, we're going to slow down just so he doesn't get at range. Is it? I did a little bit of incursion multi... Wait, you said incursion multi-box, didn't you? Ooh. I've never done incursion multi-box. But apparently there are like 5-man sites in incursions, aren't there? These are tier 6, yes. 82 million. I only needed a small refresher before I got in here. So these tier 6 is the highest tier. That does not make it the hardest tier. T5 Nurgles is harder to fly than this is. But, yeah. Oh, the 5 pilot sites are garbage, are they? So you'd have to do the 10 pilot sites by yourself. Let's approach the origin conduit. Also a nice quick one. Actually, I'm going to have a lot of time left for the last one. Okay, time is 13:15. Going into the 8th. Put a fleet hangar over to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cat of Darks, 3. Oh, okay. As in, like, not by themselves, but, like, 4 dudes with multi-box 10 each or something, right? I know there's people who multi-box the 10s. Or at least used to. Okay, so we're going to go down this way. There's way more blue clouds in here than I care for. But there's almost no newts, which is nice. There's only a few entanglers, which is okay. And there's more of the little lucids, which don't do as much damage as the fealties. I might start robbing the skyhooks. That does look like fun. I mean, I've met Eve players. There's quite a few insane ones. Myself included. I mean, I can easily fit 5 on mine. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the people who are running incursions were usually doing 10-mans with like 10 actual people. So you can probably 2 people doing 5 would probably still make absolute buckets of ISK. And if you're able to do it, people aren't going to care that you're multi-boxing as long as they're getting stuff. Okay, not in a blue cloud, so we should be fine here. Oh, will they? That's if they know, though. I mean, if you look at my 4 dudes, you're going to be like, Loki's got like 2 guys. But you're not going to think that... Don't name your characters obvious multi-boxing goddamn names. Like, don't give them all the same last name. Don't name them Robot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Robot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Like, don't do that. Have, like, at least, like, this much discretion, and they won't really know until you've done it a lot. And then they're going to be like, well, he's already got a billion of this. Exactly. It's like, oh, look. How do I know there's a Homefront boss? Well, because there's like 30 of them with the same name. Although I think they made Homefronts a little better because you can people get suspect if they're not the first one in. I think. Lancer and Obfuscator. Nobody is innocent in low sec or null sec. Come on now. Grab that for 80 million. It's not a gank unless it's a high sec. Oh, really? I guess they made it so alphas can run home fronts, and that can potentially be a problem. Okay, we're gonna kill the starving and then the tangling. I almost want to kill the tangling first. Okay, let's orbit at 20. Regroup. Fine, we're doing the tangling. Short range, medium deviant, okay. reason I'm doing the tangling first is they take like a volley and a half to kill. They have less structure than any of the other ones. And then, there is no blinding. Then I can move in. Marquis with a raid of 103 people. Marquis, how was your day today? Which, on that note, I have to go to Marquis' store later and buy some stuff, but that's a different story. Marquis, you're running that DU server, aren't you? I'm trying to play more Eve, so this is probably a not great conversation that I'm starting, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to go and pick up DU on yours.
Hello, adventurer, and thank you for following Loki.
Unholyza, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Let's pop a cat booster on that guy. Alright, what do we got here? We got 2 striking left, and then that's it. Let's just mark one of them. These guys did not gain much. Oh, that's why. So, the medium deviant damages the frigates, and then these guys end up spending time repping the frigates with these massive battleship reps, and they are very bad at it. So, for example, this guy, watch him, he's going to go and he's probably going to get a nice little boost to his armor that could have went to a Leshik instead. Or he might not. I mean, the bots are going to take over at some point anyway, right? We have made movies to predict what is going to happen. And they're probably just going to be better at it than we expect. Spark Needle, a Strike Needle, and then Fogcaster. Approach that. Fogcaster. Fogcaster, there we go. And this is going to be 159. Just hope they're benevolent, that's all.
Hello, adventurer, and thank you for following Loki back.
And approach there.
Hello,
Marquis, what? Marquis, it has been 7 goddamn years and you haven't followed me? What's going on here? I'm just teasing, it's fine. Yeah, he got me hooked on DU when that came out. I played it, then I played the 2 weeks after they reset it, and I'm like, oh man. I did miss that they took out the other parts of it. So I liked the finding giant ass nodes under things when they had that, and then they took it out, and I'm like, oh. But I know they still have them on asteroids and whatnot, but I didn't get back to that level of it. Alright, Tangling's almost dead. We're good there. Actually, you know what? That's absolutely fair, because I normally stream in the evening and you're usually a daytime streamer. That is absolutely what it is. Give me 1 sec here. I will give you a shout out. Marquis. Marquis has been streaming longer than any of us for Eve, as far as I'm aware. I mean, there's possibly some others, but he's definitely one of the ones that has been around the longest time. You will see his game time codes in everyone's goddamn stream. I don't know what he did to get that little stinking deal signed up for him, but I am glad he did, because a lot of people take advantage of that. And he has a store as well. Go check out his Eve store. He has some deals that you won't be able to get from other spots because they're older packages and whatnot, and has game time codes. You piss off Blizzard? How'd you do that one? Alright, so we got that stuff going. This is going to be a super quick tier 6. Oh my god, I'm going to have, like, lots of time left over as far as boosters are concerned. I'm usually out by this point in the run, but this is actually a pretty quick hour. Alright, that, and that. And I know I said I didn't care about it just the other day, but I might start caring about it. If you are coming in from Marquis' raid, please refresh your screen. To make it so that I might get some viewer count, because even though I wasn't planning on doing anything with that, who knows, maybe I will later. And it is something that you can do to help anyone you get rated to. because it kind of bumps up the It's a weird thing. Twitch is annoying with that. It's not my fault. But any stream you go to, if you get rated, if you reload it, then it will benefit that person a little bit. You're shooting? You're shooting. Okay, we're good. Alright, so let's stack that. Let's go here, you. So the other thing about it too, one sec, sorry. Before I start off on that rant, million in how long? You, and you, and you. That T6 took 11 minutes. Second hour. Okay, so let's go dock you. Caught me at the end of an hour cycle, but that's alright. That means people are going to get a draw out of it. Approach there. Open fleet hangar. 3, 4, 5. 404 million. Drag that there. Dock up here. Stack that. 1, 5. Nope, get back here. 1501. In that hour, and the 2 hour total. That puts that up to what? 3089 mil. That is net. That is not profit. There is filament costs that come out of that, but it's still probably about 2.4 billion net. So it's going really good. Oh, God damn it. So that's another thing I'm working on today, is a satisfactory server, dedicated server. Minus 200 plus K, eh? Alright, so that is the end of that hour cycle. Let's go to here. Moobot, create giveaway. Hashtag hourly create. Announce that it's open. I'll throw a 5-minute timer on it, so that's for 50 million ESC. I just take a break every hour because as a streamer, if you take a break every hour and stretch your legs and go to the washroom and get some more water and stuff like that, you just tend to be able to do a little better and function throughout a day. You sit here for 5 hours straight streaming, you're going to get real tired real quick. Coffee always helps too. I'll be back in a few minutes. Enter that draw, and let's see if we can get you some ESC. I know my green screen sucks.
Hello, adventurer, and thank you for following Loki back. Hello, adventurer, and thank you.
So apparently I felt making 15 billion ISK this week wasn't enough. So I decided to run some more Abyssals. Alright. You have 2 minutes left to get into that draw. I have to go to this dude. Repair quotes on all these guys first, not you. Hashtag hourly get in on that one. Repair it where you guys are all good. Perfect. And I made a new system for reloading up my dudes. I sent myself a couple links and saved them, and now I just drag everything out, click fit, and everything goes back in. It's almost like they were made for that or something. Alright, so, I mean, you also have to make sure that you're going up at the appropriate amount. Now, that's not saying you're not, but if you are making your base really big, you should be getting into coal soon. Because that will make a huge difference, obviously. Because that's just infinite for you. Where biomass, you have to keep going. I wish I were, but I am absolutely not. I'm a filthy casual in Magic. I mean, more so than here. Kind of weird that you're associating my name with Magic, actually. I do like Magic, though. DPS. Fit. I mean, I'm a bit of an asshat, and I made a Nadu deck on Arena. God damn it. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. This is your fault, craziness. Ugh. Alright. What are you on? You're on that wheel. Okay, cool. So let me get this up here. Unlimited Birds of Paradise. Hard to tell the difference between revised and unlimited. Unless you've done it a couple times. But the font is different on it. It's a bigger font. And it looks a little different in the unlimited set. So I picked that up on my last trip. I'm going to be a monster and put that into my commander deck. And then the other thing I picked up is a Beta Regrowth. It's not a super expensive card. However, it is an extremely useful card. So I'm throwing both of those into my commander deck. It's an Agave token deck. Alright, so I do have to go over to this character and drop some stuff off. So I don't need to be taking an extra 1.5 billion worth of stuff out for no reason. I didn't think Magic had anything to do with Bitcoin. Reload you. Apparently that's the only one I missed. Let's go Warp Fleet there. Close that. Over to this character. Turn these things on. We're going to close up the hourly draw, which definitely ran out of time on that. Close, announce this close, draw the winner, announce the winner. Hunter Licious, congratulations. Archive that. We're going to go here and IGS that. Mongo Sib. Copy that. Go over to that character. Perfect. I mean, cardboard crack, right? Character. Give 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next one will be 100 million for the last one of the stream. And let's go to this guy and that. Nope, not that guy. That guy. There we go. Okay, so these are tier 6 darks. They are challenging. I'm going to make them look overly easy. Be aware of that. And if you know every little thing about the Abyss, they're overly easy. If you don't, little things kill you very easily, okay? I've just mitigated the little things and they don't kill me much anymore. Okay. Huh. That's hilarious for a number of reasons. Actually, I did use a couple magic trading sites that had point spaces to them, and that was interesting. Needless to say, I did not check these at all. Okay, you're good for shield boosts, or for boosters, shield cap penalty, and you're good. Alright. Well, you're in for a treat. This is one of the harder rooms that you can get for this. This one isn't too... okay, I was going to say it wasn't too bad, but we'll see. So I have a couple advantages. One, they're a little further away. Two, there is one Dramiel, but there are a few echoes in here, and that might be a problem. But this is the challenging room in the Abyss that kills a lot of people. The fact that it's 3 regular Cinnables might make this easier, but we'll see how it goes. And it does not do a good enough job of it either. Okay, not dead yet. Pop a cap booster. It is a little easier when it's the first room because you have the cap going for a bit longer. Nothing looks like it's switching to you. You're overheating good. 2 down. Which one's shooting you? Symbol 3. Let's kill it. And A is still on you, so we're fine there. Stay the hell away from that tracking tower. Turn that off. A is still shooting you. So what I care now is about who A is shooting. Because as long as A is on this guy, we're fine. If A switches to one of the other guys, then I might have to worry. I'm also full speed. I'm not webbed, so we're okay there. Turn that off. Oh, you're webbed and being shot at. Doesn't look like a yellow box, but yeah, look, he's red boxed, but I'm barely being shot at. I still have my ADC. I didn't even need to pop it. So we're going to start heading towards the biocache now. We'll kill the Echoes, and these two are going to kill the Elite Dramiel. You're webbed, and that's actually a good thing right now because it means I don't have to kill my AB for these guys to stay caught up, which does happen sometimes. Oh, that's probably mostly my fault then. I am sorry, not sorry. So, I mean, there was a period before they came out with the whole Tier 6 and the new spawns where the Abyss had started off as a lot of people died in the Abyss fairly often. But the longer we go and the better we get at min-maxing things, instead of people dying in the Abyss this much, this much, this much, it started to be like getting closer to missions where people were only dying 1% of the time, maybe. And that wasn't good enough for CCP, so they had to make them harder. Because I think it was like a 3 to 10% death rate. Like it started off at 10, you know, went down gradually. I went to E Vegas, and there were a lot of people dying a lot to Abyssals. And now, like, the Gilas we have would absolutely wreck anything in existence there. 81 million. Orbit that at 1,000. So I could see that being the case very easily. Fury. You can also shoot the Fury. Not that it's any huge issue, but I want it dead. I'm going to mark these Ixians and shoot them separately. So 3, 1, and Sword Spine. So I've said it once, I'll say it again. The number one problem with most MMOs are the players. Oh. Anyway, so you can get this is for the marquee crowd that follows Dual Universe. If you can make your own server, like host your own server, as long as you get the account that lets you do that, the 3-month cost one, right? Actually, a good example is the Cycle Frontier. I really liked the Cycle Frontier. I liked a lot of the things about it. It was a fun game for me. But it was cheaters at the start, and then just I'm not sure if bad management was even a thing. But it was a fun game, and I thought it was pretty well balanced too. I mean, if Daoba has taught us anything, Blast Lance, nobody loves you. Let's go. I mean, I prefer Blue Cloud over Speed Cloud in this case. Let's kill those guys. As long as I don't screw up and have the wrong guy get targeted, we're fine. So, this guy changed direction first. Everything goes after him, okay? That's why this guy is specifically the tank. That's why he's also the one with the ADC. He's also the one running a blue pill instead of a pyro. So he's 227 DPS, the other guys are 277 DPS, but this guy has more tank to survive things like angels. And again, that last angel room actually really wasn't that bad. I did not use my ADC for it at all. Now, if one of my other guys were to get the aggro in here, that could be a problem because these guys can burn him down pretty quick, and he doesn't have that oh shit button to get out of that. I went for the Blue Cloud because the Blue Cloud makes these guys take tons of damage and they die very, very quickly. There's also only 3 DPS left and we don't care now. Snare Casters. I'm mostly going to kill the Snare Casters next. No, because I tend to... I spend a lot of ISK. I'm not one of the people who saves and holds on to it. I've definitely broken 1 trillion ISK in farming in the Abyss, but I don't keep it. So I don't have it. I've given out over 100 billion easy, because I definitely had a couple 25 billion draws at some point earlier on. And I went to, was it Vegas? Which one was it? Anyway, they gave out the code that gave you the pacifier and the enforcer, and I went on and I'm like, I have pacifier. I went on and I logged on my first account and I'm like, okay, cool, look, here's my pacifier, here's my enforcer. I log into my second account and I'm like, here's my pacifier and here's my enforcer. What? Huh? What? They did it by email address and not like a single redeem code kind of thing. And I put it on my account, but I didn't realize that it gave it to every single account that was linked to that email address. I had 60 accounts linked to it. They gave CCP, for me going to one of the fan fests or Vegas or something, gave me like 50 billion ISK in special edition at the time ships. And it's like, holy shit. I gave a lot of that away. Also, this guy had expired when I started up this week, and I should be dropping him like 6 months game time soon. I already have 15 bill liquid from what I farmed. Now, that's not counting the cost of filaments. However, still good. Filaments are probably about 4 bill of that. Oh, also, I didn't sell all of my stuff. I kept the filaments, so I still have like another 3 bill on top of that. Transfer, transfer, transfer. I'm going to have to hold on to the mutaplasmids for a bit because I'm pretty sure I'm killing the price on those. Kiki's. Oh my god, this is fantastic. No tangling. A couple starving. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Orbit this at 30. No short range deviants. Let's kill these Rodivas. So the only thing that would really be a threat in this room would be if they were tangling so that they could lock me down and I couldn't get away. So I would probably kill the tangling first. If there's one, it's not that bad. But if there's like 3, they can lock you down pretty good. They do a fair bit of damage. It's a bad time. You don't want to have that happen. But where there is not, and we have Rodivas instead, let's orbit this at 10. I do not like speed. I don't trust speed clouds, so we're moving in. Rodivas are not going to outrange my missiles. Probably. Maybe they'll clip the speed cloud, go back in. Don't drop target, please. No, you're definitely dropping target. There it goes. Okay, I just don't want to be over there then. 3. You guys are still shooting too. Let's drop this thing, which is not really worth anything. We're just going to orbit this thing at 1,000. No, 7,500. Rodivas are terrible at repping Rodivas. So it's okay that I split targets there, but generally try not to. After that one's dead, we're going to go for the Kikis so that I can kind of just stay here. Just because there's too many clouds around here for me. Oh, every single time for Kiki. If you have Kikis in the room, God damn, I'm still in range of that freaking cloud. Anytime you have Kikis in the room, you want to kill tangling first. So if there's Kikis, you're not going to have anything bigger than probably 2 to 3 starving Damaviks. Which, yes, you have to be careful of them, but they're not a huge concern. There's just way too many clouds in here. Like, you'll have to pop cap boosters, but that's why you have cap boosters. I'm just stopping, actually. And so you can take care of them later. If you're not moving a whole lot, then you're going to want those Kikis dead. All of them, which is the problem here. There's way too many clouds. And that. But tangling first every single time. Because in a Kikimora room, if 3 tanglings grab you, there's a good chance you're going to die. It's one of the things that people underestimate. The Kiki, one of the Kikis will micro warp. They'll get in. They'll just grab you with that web, and you'll be like, okay, I'm webbed by 1. That's not so bad. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of damage. Everything's fine. And then you're going to turn around and be like, oh crap. Now 3 of them have me webbed. Oh crap. Now I'm at 5 kilometers from them. Now I'm dead. And it's the same kind of thing that can happen with a frigate room sometimes. And that's why you have to be careful of it. But usually it's not a problem. However, to be on the safe side, you want to kill that first every single time. These two are reloading, and we got some flying to do, but I did not like these speed clouds. I mean, if we go here and here, net worth is estimated 31 billion on that guy and 70 billion on this guy. Now, keep in mind that 31, like 15 of that's liquid right now. Approach that. Of course, I just flew this whole goddamn way, and there's not a single actual cloud where I'm flying. It's right there. Open that. 93. Approach there. So, 300 million-ish. A little under. 293 million. And you can go through the gate. You can go through the gate. Did you reload? Yes, you did. You can go through the gate. And the time on that is 15:35. 15:35? 14:35. Going into my 10th one of these things today. Alright, let's approach over there, approach over there, approach over there. Let's grab that. Fleet hangar there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 293. Was not close enough. God damn it. There we go. Over to here. Let's grab Cat of Darks. 3 of those guys. You know what? I'm going to just grab a couple more of my Navy Cat boosters, which is why I have them in there. Just to top up. It's never a bad idea. 6 should be enough, but if you ran into like double angel rooms, you would not be a happy camper. My other guys carry more. He carries the loot, that's why he has a little bit less. You shouldn't carry loot on this guy. You should carry loot on this guy. This guy should be full cat boosters for you. What? Again? Oh, we're definitely not flying into that goddamn blue cloud, I'll tell you that right now. I think this is clear. We're going to find out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This doesn't look like a terrible room, oddly enough. But you still absolutely want to be careful with it. I had 8 Cinnables yesterday and miraculously survived. It was a lot of luck and a speed cloud, but it's possible to survive them. It's not easy, but it is possible. Pop cat booster, glad I grabbed extras. Stop overheating this thing. Shoot that guy, shoot that guy, shoot that guy. You are still being shot at by that. Nope, nope, he just switched. I think he's switching to you. Nope, he's switching to you. Okay, cool. You don't have any heat damage, so you go right ahead. And a couple short ranges, but they don't look like they're in our path. Cinnables are all dead. Let's kill these elite Dramiels next. Turn off my AB this time. Turn off your overheat. Shoot 2. Shoot sword spine. And that looks like a nice clear path, so we should be fine here. How far is it? 34. We're going to slow boat it then. Because these guys are webbed down, so I don't want this guy to get too far away from this guy or this guy. If I just slow boat it like this, I should be fine. They're the ones that are webbed, so they're going to keep up speed anyway, and they're orbiting me, so. There is a single Fury here that I can kill after. And these guys are going to kill the other elite Dramiel. And then we can just free fire things. So bursts, Dramiels, sword spines, Ixians. Let's mark these Ixians. They do have a little bit more tank, but it's not concerning. It's just they take a little longer to chew through. They brought the wrong cruisers this time, thankfully. So that, was that 3 angel rooms today? I barely had any yesterday. Yeah, we're not going to stop here. Grab that, 142 million. Burst, Ixion. I'm sorry, that was a boring angel room. Usually they're more interesting than that. It's the easiest one I've seen in a long time. It might be second easiest. I thought I saw one easier the other day. 3. He still has 2 Ixions on him. Two. Probably should kill that Fury already, but it's not like it's going to make any huge difference. The Furies are not much of a newt. The Cinnables are the bigger newts. You definitely want them dead first, in my opinion. If you've got something better working for you, you go right ahead and do it. I'm going to stay here. Echo, and Dramiel, and probably another Dramiel. Would have helped if you shot one. Okay, let's approach that. Approach that. Approach that. Shoot that guy with your one last missile. Oh, your shield hardener is not on. Well, I mean, you're flying, so... Somebody's shooting. There we go. Okay, you guys reload. All of that stuff's on. Let's go to the next room. That one took 5 minutes and 10 seconds, which is more than acceptable. That puts me up still a good minute and a half. Ember Lance with Rodivas and a medium deviant is there. Let's orbit this at 7,500. These guys generally don't have enough DPS to worry me anyway. Focus the frigates first, because if you don't, they have some DPS, but if you kill them, then they don't have any. The tower makes it easier because once they start bumping them into armor, the reps go all over the place for the Rodivas, so it's not even a concern. And then the Rodivas themselves don't do... They do some damage, but not enough to write home about. So you can just murder their faces. Shoot that guy, shoot that guy, shoot that guy, grab these. Don't really care a lot about the fogcasters and snarecasters, but let's get rid of them. Don't mind me switching around a couple websites right quick. There we go. And shoot you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot that guy. Start shooting Rodiva 1. Yeah, you can take care of that fogcaster. And shoot Rodiva 1. There we go. Are you... No, actually, you might not bother with that fogcaster. Right now, he's going to have every rep on him. Now he's dead. Never mind. I was wrong. If you guys have any questions about running the Abyss, let me know. I can't magically make it this easy for you, but I might be able to answer some questions that you have and give you some tips if that's what you're looking at doing. You can start this as low as tier 3, tier 4. Both of them still make a great amount of ISK for a newer player. You can definitely take friends through 3 and 4 pretty easily. Like, I can carry people through tier 5. Which means that you guys should be able to carry people through tier 3, tier 4, as long as you have the skills and you know what you're doing. They're really not that hard at those tiers. And the DPS you can have is just... And the DPS and tank, as long as you're the one getting aggro going into the room, there should be no issue. They quickly become F1 monkeys, but they get to see something really cool while they're F1 monkeys and get addicted to it and want to run it with you all the time. 117 million. I don't think I've done it with these. No, actually, I think I have. Where I have FC'd multiple fleets with multiple characters, different Abyssals, and people had fun with it. So it is definitely something that can be done. If they have the skills, easy peasy runs, make a bunch of ISK. Alright, let's go reload you, hit that, and that, and that. And we got some Kikis, a couple Drex. See, here I have Drex and Tangling. I am absolutely going to kill those Tangling. Oh. Okay, I should absolutely kill those Tangling first. I'm not going to. This is a bad idea on my part, okay? But I'm going to try to be careful. And I'm probably going to overheat my AB just to be on the safe side. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, so just a single overheat on this. I just need to keep these two away. Oh, there's 3 Drex. Long enough for me to take out the Drex. Because right now the Drex are missing a whole bunch of health. And I want to take advantage of that. I'm way far away from that short-range deviant, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. The Tangling are on me, but they are well out of range. You know what? I think they're staying back to rep the Drex. $25, $24. Let's change direction to this way. Alright, this Drek is pretty well 100% armor. I don't need to rush killing him anymore. So, why is that one not dead? Thank you. Ghosting? Lots of ghosting. That might be the problem. We're going to start killing the Kikis now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for ghosting. But you don't want to be caught by these tangling Kikis. You want them dead. The range you have on these guys is pretty significant. So the ghosting might affect a little bit, but it's not going to be enough that you're actually that concerned. Tangling are the ones that can get you killed. If the tangling are dead, there's really not a lot that can kill you in here. Because even if they chase you, these guys aren't going to stay in range long enough to get to spool up damage before you get back out of range. The Drex sure as shit ain't going to kill you. Starving. Is there starving in here? There's no starving in here. I like to kill starving usually after the tank, after a couple Drex. So same thing. Once this thing's 100%, I'll usually kill the starving to get them out of the way. And then ghosting is like a medium low priority, but again, they're not going to kill you. So they're not high on the list. They're higher than striking, which just do DPS, but aren't going to be hitting you. And they're higher than 100% Drex. Okay, you're still 40 away, so I should be able to kill one more of you guys. And Kikimores, because they have a higher signature radius, it's the same reason that Jackdaws can get hit a lot more in darks than some of the other ones. It's because they're easier to hit. Okay, let's grab this. Shoot that guy. 134 million. Let's orbit this at 7,500, 134 mil. Stack that, kill this Kiki. And then we're just cleaning up after that. We'll kill the Drek, we'll kill the Damavix, and we will be done this one. A little under 400. Drek. We'll probably need to reload partway through. 394 million. Do I have one more? Yes, I do. I was on a trip last week and I caught a cold on the way back. Nothing serious, but annoying as shit. Drek is not quite dead. But it's only Damavix that are repping him, so I should probably be able to break through that, even with the one guy, and now we have two. And now we have three. So over to the Origin. So, anytime you can, if you can leave up things that you can kill on the gate, it's a great spot to be. Hey, Sharky, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Because then, when you finish up the site, you're already going into the next room. Now, not every ship composition can do that. My Nurgles don't necessarily have a choice. Sometimes they have to fly, like, up to a minute to go to the next room. Hawks, it's not a problem. They can just pop to the next room and off they go. It's fantastic. We're looking at 1545. Reload, through, and through. Yeah, we're good. Open that, stack that. $394 there, Catadark here. So DU in a way is kind of like satisfactory but spacey. And you get to crash your ships. I go like flying 3 hours to get somewhere. Alright, easy room. Approach. Short range multi-body, not that one, so we're good on that. Speed cloud, which will actually help. This guy's shooting one, this guy's shooting one, this guy's going to clear up those guys. $140 million, orbit that. Firewatcher. I am. So today I'll see about getting yesterday's up, and later today I'll see about getting this one up. I don't do a ton of editing. I usually put in my basic T5 fit, which is right there. So the reason why I don't advertise tier 6 fits is because Tier 6 is something that by the time you're ready to run it, you should have a wallet bigger than this
Hello,
thing.
adventurer, and thank you for following
Roman, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You should have a wallet bigger than this and not be afraid to lose it. Because you're that ISK positive and you have... It's like, here's the Abyss. It's like, here, sir, have some buckets of money. And you're at that point where you're not worried about losing stuff. If you're not at that point, Connor Carrion, thank you for the follow, then you really want to be running a lower tier that you can 98%. You don't have to 100% things, but you definitely want to be able to 98% things if you're not using throwaway fits or cheaper fits. If you're running a cheaper fit and you know you're risk positive winning 90% of the time, then that's your prerogative. That's not how I run things, but it's okay if you want to run things that way. Everyone plays this game different. As long as you're having fun, you're doing something right. Like right now, I'm burning through all of my dark filaments, and then I'm going to move on to my firestorm filaments, I think. And while you might be like, oh my god, that's going to take Loki forever, I only have 230 Catadarks and 400 Chaotic Darks. I've burned through about half of my Catadarks in 4 days. I've also made buckets of ISK with it, but I've burned through it in 4 days. I'm also starting to hold on to my filaments, which might scare some other people, but we'll see what happens. I also like fires because fires have the large armor plates, which are still worth something for a mutaplasmid. Are any of the other mutaplasmids that are not capitals worth anything? Unstable. Capital, doesn't say. 40, 30, 5. Capital, 20, 30, 72. So that's the big one, I think, for me. Unstable. Oh, right. Do those drop again? You could buy those or something with... Oh, wait. I'm not sure about those ones. Anyway. Ballistic is 55. These are all capital. Damage control is 266. Entropic is 31. Gyro is 20. Actually, that's low. Anyway, 42. I'm surprised that one's higher. Anyway. I mean, it makes sense. They're really good. What? Oh, heavy warped. Heavy warped. Where's that one come from? Why is that one so high? For a second, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to have a reload. It's like, you're supposed to, Loki. Do those drop from the tier 6s? Those must be the tier 6 ones. I didn't realize those were still worth a fair bit. That's cool. Unstable large ancillary, shield, armor plate's the big one. Large cap battery is still worth a bunch, eh? Which is one that I expected, but then you're running those. Monkey, thank you for the raid of 58 people. How are you today, sir? Shout out at One Crazy Monkey. Small armor place, obviously nobody cares. Cap battery, that one. I don't think any of these are worth anything. 122 for the stasis web. Vorton tuning, which you buy with points. And I think these, the ancillary. Not sure where that one drops. I'm not sure if that's Gamma or something else. Hi, Mr. Stream Monkey. I am fantastic. Thank you for asking. So I came back to Eve this last week and found out that one of my 4 main accounts, because I have 4 main accounts, was not currently Omega. Not that that's a major issue for me, but I went and I checked the store and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get 14 days and see what I can make in 14 days. And here I am 4 days later, and I have 15 billion liquid in my wallet, plus a whole bunch of filaments that I did not end up selling. Nice. That's for C5s, right? What are your statics for your C5, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer if that's an OPSEC thing. $60 billion. That sounds like fun. Nice weekend. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 on the tangling, and regroup those guys, and then let's target up these guys. I may have targeted the Vedmax too quick after the Damavik. They have a bigger signature radius, so sometimes it'll go the wrong order on me. We're good there. So I'm less concerned with Vedmax with these guys than I am with the Damaviks. The Damaviks cycle their newts faster. The Vedmax are kind enough to give me a little bit of a break in between to pop a shield booster or something like that, like a cycle of it. Ooh, that's some big stuff. C3, C5 statics. Oh, you're in a C4. Okay. That's cool. I didn't even consider that. You need to be shooting. Do you have like a ton of people in the C4? Or is it like, or just a few? I thought you could get capitals into force. I think I've made this mistake before, where I thought you could, and then I realized you couldn't. And now again, I'm making the same thing again. Okay. 3 of you actively. It's hilarious. I mean, as long as you can move the stuff out, it's real quick to get that stuff out of the way and not have to worry about it, right? If you get reinforced, you can move it to a POS and put up another structure later, unless they're really, really persistent. Do you only have a POS, or do you have a POS and a station? You could if you built one in there, monkey. Nice. Like, do you have somebody who will help you if you need to defend it at some point? That would be my bigger concern. You have lots of friends. I mean, I'm sure you could put together something. Oh, okay. Here's the thing: defending it isn't something that's a necessity either. For example, if you have your structure and your POS in there, that gives you 2 different timers that they have to try break through to be a pain in the ass. How long do POSes stay reinforced now? Is it still based on the amount of like strontium or something in them? 143 mil, or fuel, or something like that? Yeah, we're going to go to the gate then. Because if that's the case, then yeah, so you just move everything over to the POS. They're both in range of each other. They would have to throw in something to bubble in between that you can keep an eye out for. You can have some combat ships out to counter. And you can just move everything from the POS to the station and back as required. So you're not really going to lose a whole lot if something goes down. Wormhole life is frickin' crazy. I've been slacking on it. I've got like way too much PI that I should go pick up, and I have not been picking up. But I also got out of the PI game, so I mean, that's another thing. I'm like, nope, that's enough of that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh yeah, yeah. I have taken 13 accounts to station defense to look impressively big. And I mean, you've seen me multi-box. I can run 3 Drex, 3 Nano Drex to shoot things. And then everything else is just like, here's a buffer target. If you want to shoot it, you go ahead. You don't necessarily know that it's just there to be a buffer distraction. Like, kick out ECM drones, next character. Kick out ECM drones, next character. Ooh. This is useful. Let's go there, 7,500. Regroup. Tangling. We only have 1 starving Damavik. 1, 2, 3 on these guys. Okay, where's the middle between these guys? Let's approach this thing. 1, 1, and 1. What we're going to do, we're going to go in between. We've got 5, 6 of those guys. We're going to drop this blueprint that I feel is worth next to nothing or nothing. We're fine with being tangled. That doesn't really bother us. At about the 30-kilometer mark between both of them, we'll drop that blueprint and orbit it at 5,000. And what that's going to do is both of these towers are going to damage these guys, and everything else is then just going to spend the rest of its life trying to rep it up, and not rep up the thing that I'm murdering in the face. And they're not going to be able to keep up as I kill more things, and then even those frigates will die despite their best attempts to make them not. So, jettison... not quite there. Almost there. And everyone's fine. That'll do it there. Orbit at... we'll make it 2,500. There we go. Once the Harrowing are dead, there isn't enough DPS that I care about any of these guys anyway. Ghosting will be next, because we don't care about tangling. And we'll get tangling next just because they're tangling. But once that Harrowing Vedmak is dead, there's no DPS left to worry about, and we'll be fine. Nice. Okay, so let's go tangling, tangling, tangling. Let's see. These are the worst blueprints ever. I mean, the Redivas are... I think they're still mediocre, actually. Okay, no one's taking damage. I'm guessing this is a 70? Yes. So just so you have an idea of what I was talking about, these 2 towers are damaging these guys. You'll see them go out, I'm guessing probably about that far. I'm expecting a rep on this guy soon. There we go. So instead of repping these guys that I'm shooting at, they're mostly busy repping these 6 guys here. And where I focus these guys down, they don't really even get to target them before I start doing more damage to them. And that's their own problem to deal with. And the more of the Damaviks that I kill, the less rep these guys get. If there's 1 tower, they can rep through it. With 2 medium here, they will not be able to. These guys are going to die. I'm not going to have to shoot them at all. It's going to save me like 18 missiles. And target up the striking. Let's unlock these guys. We'll keep this one over here for now. 1, 1, and 1. Just to watch this guy sadly die. Not so sadly die. Okay, we're good on orders there. It's using the resources available. The things that are hazards in here can also be benefits in here. And the deviants are one of the biggest ones. If you're in a Vagabond, those short-range deviants in a room like this are fantastic. Because they'll do a ton of damage, your guns aren't affected by them, and it works out really well. Okay, anchoring for the last ones. And There were 6 of those guys. Now there are 4. And this one is now into structure. Okay, now there's 3. Gonna start approaching here. Looks like I'm probably gonna have a full reload before I can finish these guys off. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. You know what? I kind of regret not shooting this instead. And that is all of them. I don't care about that blueprint I dropped. These guys are going to the origin conduit. Reloads all around. Open that. 91 million. And for Vedmak room, I kind of mostly had that reload, but barely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 374 million. And that one took a little bit longer, but not too bad. 17? 17 and a half. And let's go over to here. Sounds good, buddy. I know that sometimes you need to do that. You feel better, and you have yourself a wonderful day, and once you get to it, weekend. I will see you around. Are you going to be doing, is it still called Fart Fleet? I'm assuming it's still called Fart Fleet, or whatever variation it is now. Are you doing the weekend fleet with Hurst? I know sometimes you have other plans, and sometimes you're able to make it. Let's go there. But then absolutely go lie down and chat. Or lie down and chat. Go lie down. There we go. You might be gone already. That's alright too. Okay, so we have 8 minutes left on our boosters. This one's definitely taking me a lot longer than the last couple have. There's some short-range deviants in here, so we have to be aware of those. There's only 1 entangler and no newts. That is fantastic. Gotta kill these illuminators though, and I'm gonna put you on that entangler just in case. Nope, you get to shoot it too. Alright, cool. Deviant there. Deviant there. We're going to stay away from that, so we're going to fly this way. This one is a medium. So we're not concerned about the medium. Alright. That guy, and that guy. Let's head over this way. This is the last one for today, for me. So we are going to do a draw shortly. It's going to be for 100 million ISK. I'll probably start it after this room. That's usually when I do. Give you guys about 10 minutes to get into it. And yeah, then we will go from there. Let's shoot that dude. It's that one. That's short range. We're staying away from that. Where is the loot? Okay, so I think we're going to fly up into this red cloud. There's no other newts, so my guys are cap stable in red clouds. It's not an issue. It's just not enjoyable to go through red clouds. Okay, it literally makes no difference in this case, but doesn't mean I'm still not careful of them.
Hello, adventurer, and thank you for following.
Donaden, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's shoot that guy there. For anyone just coming in, I am triple boxing tier 6 darks and making buckets upon buckets of ISK. Still, this is like my 4th day doing it. Okay, this is my 4th day this time doing it. I've done this many other times. Okay, got that guy. Let's get that guy and that guy. And approach there. do have to watch Charybdis, because Charybdis can one-shot your characters. Uh, 117. Okay, where are you in relation to this? Oh, you're very far away. Alright, sounds good. And this is minus 70, so Charybdis has a shorter range. 50, I've seen Charybdis hit Jackdaws up to about 40 kilometers. No, I don't want you to shoot that one. But 70, it's like 25, so it's quite a bit less. Alright, and now it's just finishing up Charybdis and not getting shot in the face, and we should be good. Which, it's been a bit since... It's been a bit since I've done it. I don't want to say it because I'm going to jinx it now. I'm going to get one shot by goddamn Charybdis. But it has been a hot minute since this happened last. And I regret saying these words. Alright. 15, 17, 14. We've still got quite a few missiles left. Don't have to worry about reloads just yet. Missiles are hitting on everyone, so we're good there. And it's just fly around, watch Charybdis die, grab loot. Which loot's already grabbed, so we're not grabbing anymore. Also, I personally, and this is a preference, do not get the extraction nodes. If you get them, and you enjoy that, and you think it's worth it, that's fine. It is not worth it to me, but that doesn't mean that you cannot do it. Okay. That's medium, gates down there, that's a short. Alright, actually we can fly down this way. Charybdis is shield tank. Once Charybdis runs out of shield, she dies pretty quick. It does help if I have missiles to shoot her with. These two dudes are both reloading right now. So that's why I'm going to aim for the bottom of this. We're not going to turn just yet because we're not ready to actually go to the gate until probably these two start shooting. Now we are. Because these guys are my DPS. I dropped over 70% DPS when they had to reload. Should be fine there. And we're just going to go straight through. We have 3 minutes left on our boosters. Straight through. Alright. Let's see what we got. Oh my god. What fresh hell is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would be crying my ass off in Nurdles right about now. However, these guys are like, whee! Don't fly towards them. I usually have to kill some frigates before I start going on to knights. However, there are no lookouts and there are no heralds. So I'm just going to kill all of the knights right away, I guess. This is an extremely random room. And for the wrong ship, this room is really, really bad. For me, this room is perfectly fine. For Jackdaws, they will laugh at this room so much. Because their EM just tears the shit out of these guys. So, these guys are shield tanked. I'm firing kinetic with a 56%. Jackdaws shoot 25. So even though... So, for example, if I have 1,000 volley, I'm doing, what, 440 damage? 440 damage. A Jackdaw is doing 750, so they're doing a lot more. Well, let's go 750 minus 440 divided by 750. So they'd be doing 41% more damage. There we go. Night number 3. I'm not sure I've seen a room with this many knights in it before. See, I don't even care that that smith is trying to nuke me out. I do care that those guys are within 20 right now. I'm going to have to keep an eye on my guys for a second. Okay, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. No, we're good. So, knights are not the same as the tangling kikis. However, they do newt and web. So, if they catch you, you can still die. And I don't usually have 7 of them. Correct. I sure do. And while we're at it, let's go over to Moobot, create giveaway, hashtag hourly, create, and announce it's open. Nope, I'll need a timer on this one. Please enter that draw. That'll be for 100 million ISK at the end of this run, which is still another room and a half. And I think that's it. That's all I really have on that one. It'll be the end of my stream at that point as well. And yeah. All right, C, C, and C. Once you enter my draw, if you have to step away, don't worry about it. Range Spectre, make sure you... Did you enter? Yes, you did. Okay, good. I will give it to you as long as you've entered. They're short draws. If your in-game name is there, or I can send you a message to get your in-game name, I will save it for you. It's what I do for mine. I know other people don't necessarily like doing it, but I have no problem with it myself. I've got a 5-year-old kid. I've got things on the go. I get that you might have to step away, and that's fine. Or I get that you might have had to pop in and you want to say hi, but then you have other things to do. That's all perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with any of that. So I want to encourage the lurkers to be the lurkers and not have to worry about, oh, well, I have to sit here for a bit and do this. No. You go do your things. You got things to do. If you can lurk a bit and watch and get in on the occasional draw, I will give you the goddamn prize. That's not a thing you have to worry about here. And that's not to say other people are doing it wrong, because other people can do it however they want, as long as they're within the rules of Twitch and Eve, they're fine. There's no real wrong way. So don't pester anyone about it either, but just be glad that if you enter here and you win, you know you're going to get it. Alright, and that... Okay, so you had to... How did you reload so much earlier? Did you forget to, reload last room or... Oh, wait, no. You shot a couple extra last room. And, didn't, reload after at the end of the room. That's right. Okay, cool. Okay, so... Going into the last room. My boosters have worn off. There are a lot of rooms that I don't need boosters for. So we're going to go into the room. I have this window up on all of my dudes. Come on, stack. I need a stack. Doesn't matter, but stack anyway. And this is not one that I need boosters for. Especially not since there are absolutely no starving in here, and that is a beautiful, beautiful thing for me. Those are medium deviants. If there were a few drones, this would be even better, but there's not. We're going to kill the Tangling Leshix first, regroup. It's actually okay that you're shooting that one instead of that one. And off we go on that. 3 and A and B. So these guys actually have few enough EHP that I don't need to focus them all down. The Tanglings will die pretty quickly, and then that's less reps that any of these other ones are getting. Oh shit, there is a starving. I missed the starving, guys. Alright, starving. Starving, starving, starving. He should have been the first target. However, with one of them, he is going to newt you like every 30 seconds or so. Like, his is not a regular newt. Okay, it's definitely less than 30 seconds, but you know what I mean. Like, the heavier newts, they newt a lot, but they don't newt as often. So you get cap in between on these guys, and you can bring it back up and bring your stuff up, and it's not really a concern. Well, that was a rather quick room, wasn't it? So we're going to go grab this biocache. This ended up being a pretty quick one in the end. You guys are shooting, right? Okay, you just didn't seem to be going down too fast. There we go. Reload, reload, reload. My guys only used about a third of their things, so that was like a 2.5 minute room or so. 107 million. Let's approach there. So we're over the 300 mark, but we're not high over the 300 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 309. However, the time on this one was quite nice. Oh, damn it. The time's not showing on those guys. 14 minutes. So we're going to go drop this off. You guys can start docking up. Open fleet hangar. Have to do this again. Drag that over 309. God damn it. Okay. Stack these. If we take this and this off, nope, that and that off. 1 point, what? God damn, that was a low one. Okay, that's fine. You are still in the abyss. Why are you still in the abyss? Do not fly out and die. Bad hawk. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, so third hour. 1,275 million in an hour. No, I don't do the ins anymore. That's right. 3 hour total is 1,275 plus 3,089 for 4,364 million. Now, right now, I'm estimating the... So I got these darks cheaper. They're a little more expensive right now, but I've definitely paid less than 30 million for these ones. I bought them when they were about 28. This guy can also dock up. So I'm estimating 90 million per run, because you use 3 each time. So 90 times 12, 1080 minus 4,364. Then I hit another button and it went away. 4,364 minus 1080. 3,284 mil profit. So in 3 hours, profit is 3,284 million-esque. So 3.2 billion in 3 hours. Profit. Profit. Yes, I deleted it and then put it back. There we go. The wording on it is terrible. Please ignore that. And yes, that's what I got for that. Thank you for joining me. I super appreciate it. We're going to close up this hourly draw. I know, I've been doing this for a while. Close that up. Draw the winner. Oh, announce it's closed. Draw the winner. Announce the winner. The winner is Karagrim Cool Brilliant. Congratulations on your 100 million ISK. It's IGCU. And looks the same. I'm going to copy it anyway, just to be on the safe side. We're going to go over here, and we'll go into my fleet chat. Paste. Auto-link character. I imagine there's a... What? Nope, that cannot be true. Oh, there we go. It's because I took that one. Copy that. Try that again. Auto-link character. There we go. Give you 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, that's impossible. This uses that. Absolutely. So many economies are going to be crashing. But we're going to wait a little bit on some of it. That is what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys being here and chatting with me and keeping me company while I do this. And then I'm back to streaming. Woo, day 4. Alright, cool. So, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining in, and I will see you later. I should be back tomorrow. Yes, I should be back tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back in the morning like this, or if I'll be here in the evening instead. But I'll be back at some point. Anyway, evenings are going to be the regular ones. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday is what I'm going to be aiming for. I'll update that stuff after. But it is going to be an afternoon of spending time with my wife and daughter. And then after that, I'm not really planning on streaming Satisfactory. I'm planning on playing it with friends. I could start a solo game and play it, but because I'm trying to start a server, I'm probably not going to. There are some other games that I will probably stream, though. I bought Wukong, and I haven't even installed it yet. It's like Sad Panda Face. It's gotten such good reviews, too. But that also doesn't say I won't do it either. So it's just probably not, but not guaranteed not. It's a game that I love. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. Let me go see who I can send you over to. Especially since I've got... let's go through that right quick. Sometimes I forget and I apologize for that. Let's go here. Donaden, thank you for the follow. Monkey, thank you for the raid. That's super great. Connor Carrion for the follow. Roman for the follow. Sharky for the follow. Razva for the follow. Marquis Dragon for the follow. He was absolutely right, by the way. I never end up streaming in around his time zone. Unholy, thank you for the follow. Marquis for the raid. And 13 hours ago, a Surlite for the shout out. Thank you guys for joining me. I love having this community. It is fantastic. Where am I going to send you off to? Oh, Brother Grimoire's over in League. That's an odd spot to be. I wasn't expecting that. Eve Online. No, that's not how you spell online, apparently. No, that's still not how you spell online, apparently. Who do we have to send you to today? We got Pando, Swirty, Mind, New Mayor, Twitch, which is that one. Michael Starlight, Crash Naps. Poor Crash Naps is still sick. I'm going to send you guys over to Crash Naps. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you later. Fly fun. It's okay to lose ships, even though I've had a terrible time losing ships lately. Oh, I missed Antivirus there too. I will see you later. Have a wonderful day. I'm supposed to be doing something. That's there. Oh, wait, no, that's that screen. Okay.